Hello everybody, it's your boy the Almighty One bringing you another video, and this video is kind of heartwarming. Before I begin, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe to this video. Please smash those likes and please comment in the comments section. Let me know what you think about the video, and most importantly, to the people who have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Please comment please like this channel, love this channel, support this channel. I thank you very much to the ones who have, and to the ones who haven't, please do so at your earliest convenience. It would be much greatly appreciated. Now, let's begin. If you guys are familiar with what happened to New York Giants running back Cam Skattabo, this is a guy who had the insignificant injury that happened to him on the field. He was being tackled by Zach Baun, the Eagle from a linebacker. And this is what has happened, and I'm really happy to bring it to you guys, because this is something that you don't hear about every day. But this has been, from what I've been told, it's gone viral. That's why I'm going to bring it to you guys so you see what's going on. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it up and read to you guys so you understand what I'm about to say. All right, now it says here, after brutal collision, Eagles rival apologizing to Cam Skattabo's mother in hospital. A moment that touched every fan. Okay, here we go. It says it for millions watching the Eagles 38-20 win over the New York Giants. The moment seemed like another routine tackle gone wrong. But inside a small home, hundreds of miles away, it shot a mother's heart when Giants rookie Cam Skattabo ankle got twisted gruesomely beneath him. His mother collapsed, screaming her son's name at the broadcast froze on that horrifying image. Family members rushed to comfort her, but the shock lingering. I just wanted to run to him, she said, later trembling. No mother wants to see her child like that, not even through a screen. It says overnight, the video spread across social media, and sympathy poured in from fans across the NFL. Yet for one man, that sympathy wasn't enough. Not until he faced the woman whose tears had haunted him. Eagles linebacker Zach Baun. Zach Baun, y'all. Hard. The man who tackled Skattabo on that fateful play didn't sleep. He already visited Cam in the hospital, but after hearing that Cam's mother fainted upon seeing the injury, Baun told team officials he needed to do more. The next morning, he returned not to the locker room, but to the hospital ward where Skattabo's family was gathered. When he walked in, silence filled the hallway. Reporters say Baun removed his cap, his voice shaking as he approached the woman who had spent the night crying by her son's bedside. Ma'am, he said quietly, I can't imagine what you felt watching that. It wasn't my intentions. I'm truly sorry for what happened to Cam. Miss Skattabo began to cry again, but this time not from anger. She stood, reached for his hand, and whispered, I know you didn't mean to hurt him. Thank you for coming. Then, in a moment that transcended rivalry, the two shared an embrace, a mother and a player, both trying to make peace with the cruelty of the game they loved. From the hospital bed, Cam Skattabo smiled faintly when told about the meeting. He didn't have to do that, he said, but it showed what kind of person he is. That means more than an apology. A nurse who witnessed exchange said, everyone in the room was crying. It wasn't about football anymore. It was about humanity. The photo of Baun and Mrs. Skattabo holding hands quickly spread online, drawing millions of reactions under hashtag. It said, respect Baun, pray for Cam, and NFL family. Those are the hashtags. Eagles head coach, hold on for a minute. Sorry about that, y'all. As I was saying, Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni later commented, "What Zach did was pure heart. He didn't just face the family, he faced his own guilt. And that's something rare in this sport." Giants fans echoed the sentiment, praising Baun's compassion as a reminder that even fierce competitors can share grace. Because sometimes the most powerful play in football don't happen on the field. They happen in the quiet of the hospital room, where forgiveness, not touchdowns, defines what it truly means to be human. That's a lot, y'all, to think about that. That's heartwarming. How many players you know in the NFL that does something like that? Not many. Zach Baun is a true guy at heart, and he knew what he did was a mistake. It wasn't intentional. It was a mistake. It happened on the field. Now, like he said, Zach Baun didn't have to do that, but he knew something had to be done because he felt that his mother was not. Well, I'm not gonna say his mother probably wasn't gonna forgive him, but she knew that it was not. He didn't intend to do it, you know, because you can look on the play itself, and you can see that he was going for the tackle. He wasn't trying to break no man's leg or break their kneecaps on the field. Only a person of evil heart would do something like that. That's evil. If you tend to hit, and if you tend to hit anybody on the field, hurt them on the field, that's evil. You have no intentions of being a man on the field and being a man when you cause the injury. Now, Zach is a man who caused the injury but had no intention of causing it or inflicting it, for that matter. So that just goes to show what kind of heart Zach Baun is, and that's good for him, you know what I'm saying? So I give a clap for that, because the fact is, not many people in the world does something like that. Like I said, he didn't have to do that. He did it from his own heart and his own mind. He knew something had to be said and done, because you can apologize to somebody and they can take it, or they can accept it or not accept it. But Skattabo's mom accepted the apology, and Skattabo accepted it as well. So they just go to show that, you know, Skattabo's gonna be back. You know what I'm saying? I really hate that happened to him. A lot of Eagle fans wish they had Skattabo. In my opinion, I knew he was going to be a good running back in this league, because the man is tough. He has hard. You see how he ran real hard against the Philadelphia Eagles in the first meeting. You know what I'm saying? The guy ran with power. He ran with speed. He ran with effectiveness. He banged on the Eagles defensive line in the first meeting. But the second meeting, I'm not going to say he wasn't that effective. He was still somewhat effective when the Eagles did play them. But the Eagles just slowed him down a little bit more in the second meeting. You know what I'm saying? So, but that injury right there that's a significant injury. It's season-ending injury, and this guy will probably be back. They already saying that the injury is a 6 to 8 month injury. So it just goes to show right there, he'll be back by training camp is in June, July training camp. So he'll be back by then. Right now, you got 2 months into this year, going into the next year. So when the NFL draft and the free agency, all that stuff gets started, he'll be well endowed, well healed and ready to go when training camp gets started. And so he'll be ready on the go, and he probably gonna be a little bit more efficient this time running the ball than he did this season alone. But he already showed the will and power and the resilience to be a good NFL player. The Giants found them one, you know what I'm saying? So you can't be mad at the New York Giants. The Giants found them one. I mean, we can sit up here and talk all day about our NFC rivalries, but you never don't want to see a player get hurt at no circumstance, because this is a game they all love. It's a game that we love. Injuries happen on the football field. NFL is the most physical sport in the NFL. Next to it is hockey. So that should give you some indication how important the NFL is in playing this game. That's why these guys get paid. Why these guys get paid millions for, not just for to play the game, but also to have insurance in case if the injury is season-ending or career-ending. And you really don't want to think about career-ending. But I will say this here though: the injury that Skattabo suffered yesterday, 34 years before the injury happened, that probably would have been considered career ending. But it just goes to show how medical technology has evolved from the 70s, 80s, and the 90s. Then go to show how he evolved. Because if Skattabo was playing in the NFL in the 90s, if he had that injury right there, more likely that'd be career ending for him. So that's why modern medical technology is very important in this world. We need it. And then you got better people who can do better research on injuries like that and find out what they can do to repair the injury and make sure that the player gets back on the field at all costs for the following year or the year after, depending on what kind of injury it is. Some injuries are significant, some are long, and some are lingering, some are long. Some injuries are significant and last a year. Some can linger during the year, and some can linger past your years. And that's where the injuries and the pain and then you start thinking about career ending. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment, like, share the video. Please smash those likes. I'm the Almighty Green Talents. Peace out. I'm out of here.